So I was listing down one of the coolest things that how most introverts fail while creating an online business. Not necessarily introverts, you can also be an extrovert, and not necessarily introverts fail in this way, and also not necessarily people fail in and just an online business. So when we are starting off something, and even this can apply to the student who's studying, an employee who's working, and a business owner who just started the business. So that you can apply this strategies, this mindset angle to anyone who's doing it, who's doing anything. So I was like, let's not just be narrow when I'm talking about this one just about introverts, but then an open angle to everyone. So thank you so much for joining in. We are talking this one topic on 18th of August 2022, 10:15 p.m. and recording this on 10:15 p.m. And the first and foremost point is going to be, let's talk about online business. So I've given an idea of this. This is broad thing for all of you, but I'll pick as the topic as an example, and we'll try and move forward. So the first point is jumping superpower to superpower. Now, when you pick a direction of this is what I'm going to do. For example, if you are into calligraphy, this is what I'm going to pursue. And when you get into calligraphy, things are not working. Okay, I'm going to move into fitness. Things are not working. I'm going to move into say digital marketing because that's booming. Okay, I'm not able to make money with it. Then you move on to something else, then something else. You keep on jumping from superpower to superpower, superpower to superpower, industry to industry, industry to industry. You may find a click somewhere or the other, but then when you keep on jumping on a very regular basis, what that disables you is the diligence doesn't come into picture. So when you are jumping out from place to place, it just doesn't work. It's like, hey, you become habituated. Okay, this is not working, I'm going to go and do something next. That's not working, I'm going to do that. So when you keep on jumping it, you're not consistent with one thing. So one of the things that you need to be doing, and say specifically in entrepreneurship, like keep pursuing something for like 2.5, 3 years. If it's not working, then you think of something else. But then for me, in my personal entrepreneurship journey, I've been pursuing one single thing for the last 3.5 years. And you know the journey. I'm on 18th of August 2022. You know the journey where exactly I am if you are the member of the Academy of Art Scientist. But you just have to stick with it. Go move on diligently. So that's point number one. Point number two is doing for the sake of money. Now, when you're doing for the sake of money, yes, you are going to make money, because I have seen a lot of people who are doing it for the sake of money. They make lots and lots of money, but that is going to be short term. Long term is not going to be fully successful for you. You know why? Because you're using all the strategies and all the tactical part of it, anything that you've got, and you using it for that moment. You will make money, but then the reality is going to come soon, because people know stuff, people can get to see stuff, feel stuff, the authenticity comes into picture. They can just sense you. Even if you make money, over a period of time, you're going to burn out, and that money is also going to go away. So this is like one of the reasons that people fail. Now, the next point is going to be similar to the second point, where not thinking long term. So when you're creating a business, building a business, you need to be thinking long term. You may not make the sale today. You may not make the sale like 10 times you pitch. You may not make the sale for like 50 times you pitch. But then think about it. 50 times you have learned the way people why they have not bought. So when you're pitching for the 51st time, you should not be using that language, that vocabulary, that way of pitching. You need to be, you know exactly what shots not to put. So you're always on the learning curve. So think about long term. Okay, I failed at this one, but then again, failure is a part of success. So if I fail at this one, I'm going to get better at it. Think about the mistakes that you did when you were studying education, when you were in schools and colleges, when you were actually giving an exam. When you make a mistake, then you go back home and then you study even more harder, and now that mistake becomes a favorite topic. You master that one mistake. You forget all the rest of the whole paper, but then what stays with you for a very long time is that one mistake. So it's good that you fail, it's good that you struggle, so that one thing, that mistake is going to get converted into your mastery. Okay, that's a cool. Point number 4 is going to be not upskilling. So see, entrepreneurship journey is all about learning something new on a very frequent basis, on a very regular basis, on a very consistent basis. On a daily basis, something or the other you may need to face. Closing skills, selling skills, editing skills, marketing skills. How can you talk to clients? One-to-one skills, high ticket, low ticket, mid ticket, course creation, strategic course creation, music creation. There are 1,000 things that you need to be learning. And when you feel, okay, this is the end of the learning curve. Okay, you have learned about the mistakes that introverts make. Okay, you've learned completely of the mistakes that introverts make while recording courses. Great. Now you go ahead and move on and see someone who is an extrovert who is making a mistake. Maybe you may have those things as well. So there is never that cap to learning, but then the moment you put the cap, that's where we start falling down. So not upskilling. Point number 5 is not understanding business angles. So just a small little point I want to drive from the point not upskilling is where one of the times in 2020 when I was doing a lot of one-to-ones with a lot of people, and I started feeling that was my early career phase when I started entrepreneurship journey in 2019, and in 2020 I was booming when it comes to not booming. At that moment I was in peak of doing one-to-ones with people. I get free. Now, what happened was I used to take lots and lots of notes when I used to talk to people, and at some point I came in that mindset kind of came into picture where I was like, hey, Fazal, you are always in for authority. You are not growing. Whatever you're telling people, people are coming to learn from you, and you're teaching people, and you are not able to grow. And this one question I went and asked to one of the to be mentors those days, and she said one thing. The sales executive of that mentor, she said something, Fazal, don't be the gap of your own journey. Don't be cap of your own learning. Something on the other. She said that. Then what I started to do, I realized that the initial days when I was very new to doing one-to-ones, I always used to take notes, write down what they were asking, write down what I was saying to them, and make a framework of it. And over a period of time doing that one-to-ones before that call, I stopped taking these notes. So I started growing. Then after that call, I realized that, okay, though I'm the authority inside the room, I need to be back the student. The Fazal when Fazal started. So after that, till date, whenever I'm in a call, whenever I have conversation, whenever I'm doing any chilling part of it, just casual conversations or coaching, anything, I'm always making sure that some way or the other, I am the student always inside the room. Even though I'm coaching, even I'm mentoring, I was like, okay, a point came to me, great, writing down. So that we are always a student. So you just have to find out ways of anything that you're learning. Anything you're doing can be learning for you. Now, point number 5 is not understanding the business angle. Not understanding the business angle is one of the prime things that we need to be learning is if we are doing a business. This is the business part of it. So business has got a lot of languages. You need to be dealing with people, communication, selling, closing, introducing, creating new products, selling new products, making the product launches, having the mindset of business. So business is a language. So we cannot be saying, okay, I'm doing this, it's not working, okay, I might quit. Business is a language. So you need to actually be studying, okay, what entrepreneurship is all about, what business is all about. How do great successful businesses are existing? Why do people fail at businesses? Why do people slightly are in that stage of they're neither growing or they're not failing? So why are that category over here? So we keep on learning about the businesses. Other way that I learn personally is whenever I go to any shop, I just go roam around whenever I'm going somewhere or the other. I just look at the place, the shop, the grocery shop, the mobile shop, the laptop, any shop. Like I just observe the way they are doing things. Okay, I can adapt this. I don't have to have this one quality of that particular character or that particular post in my business. So you become the student of business in everything that you're doing. So because you are already surrounded with thousands of business. Just take a walk on the road. Everything that you see, everything that you're seeing on the road who are selling you something or selling anyone anything, that's a business. So we are always surrounded by business. We just have to open the eyes and see, okay, what are they doing? How can I adapt to it? And what are the things that I shouldn't be having? Well, there are good and bad qualities, right? Sixth point is going to be giving up at times of difficulty. So this is going to be common a common challenge where you are definitely going to go through a difficult situation when it comes to entrepreneurship journey. Anything, any situation, core superpower, core product design, making money, managing money, every situation, every day of your life is going to be slightly difficult. It's going to be easy for you, it's going to be smooth for you, but then it's also, that's why I call it an adventure, not fun. Giving up at the times of difficulty. Being pessimistic, you have to be optimistic. No matter what people say to you, it's not going to work. You're like, I know this is going to work. What you're doing is making no sense. I know what I'm making sense to you because Trent, I think I don't know Trent Sheldon. He said Trent Sheldon or someone. I don't know. I don't remember his proper name. I'm not able to remember his name. Then he said, the God has given you vision. Why do you want other people to believe in your vision? It's you. It's your dream. God has given you the dream. God did not give me the dream. God has given me something else. The dream for me something else, for you something else. So why do you want people to support you and support the vision that you've got? They will come. The right people will come over a period of time. For now, when you're going through a difficult situation, you just focus on what you're doing. Eighth point is going to be not following the game plan. I'm a big fan of I'm a big fan of a game plan where one of the 4 common things, right, where we are getting stuck almost, where the 4 challenges that an introvert entrepreneurs have. Forget about entrepreneurs, introverts have. We are lost, stuck, confused, overwhelmed, most of the times, maybe all the time. And the solution to that one is having a game plan. Currently, this is my game plan. Okay, these are the steps that I need to be doing. So this is one Zapier integration. I kind of kept it for 20th August. We are recording this on 18th. 20th August. So when you have a game plan, you know exactly what to be doing, what you need to be doing. So when you know what you need to be doing, you will focus on what you need to be doing rather than anything else. This is the priority. This is the focus that you need to be doing. So when you have a game plan, it becomes easy. When you don't have the game plan, that's where the trouble happens. Too much brain. So point number 9, something that I've realized after very long with people keep on saying model things. Don't copy, but keep on modeling things. Even I haven't said like model things, but then I was not actively practicing it. Using the brains, what happens is you are creating new strategies, brand new strategies. You're creating new frameworks, brand new frameworks. But these frameworks is something that you have created. They may not be tested in the market yet. Why do you want to test it out? You test it out when you have great source of income. But when you're starting off, don't use your brains and do what's already working. Okay, a small system webinar based business model works. Okay, you run advertisements, you call people to landing pages, you have an OTO, you call people to your webinars, you do a webinar, you do the sales pitch, then you have level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, keep on making money. Now, this is the profitable battle tested model. Now what starts to happen is when you put brains to this model, it's like I'm going to do that, this. So now you are going to the testing phase. But you have to remember that you've got bills to pay. You may test it when you're actually on the greater side of the financial stability. But that will happen when you go there. It's going to take time. So take that time, don't use the brains, be there and then test it out. That's what I always do, right? Like you should test things out and then you fail at it and then you do the thing that's already working. Again, that even 10th point is going to be similar to reinventing the wheel. So when we don't have to reinvent the wheel, we just have to do what's been doing so that you can add, you model what's working in your flavor. You don't have to copy that, you do what's working but adding your own flavor to it. This is how I do, this is how I operate it. When people resonate the way you're doing, the way you're saying, the way you've got that expression, the way you've got that discipline, even if you don't have that discipline, it's completely cool. Even if you're not great at what you're doing, it's completely cool. Nobody's great at what they're doing. So that is why when we can kind of do these 10 things, I think that's why most of the introverts fail, extroverts fail, be it job life, be it corporate life, be it business life, be it a student life. So you cannot be changing subjects like I'm going to study commerce today, then I'm going to study physics today, tomorrow, then I'm going to study maths. It doesn't work that way. It may work, extraordinary students, but then you need to be, there's one quote and then we'll wrap up this one video where it's all about, there's one saying, jack of all, master of none. But when you twist it out for entrepreneurs, jack of all, master of one. Not none, master of one. You be master of one. That's your prime superpower. Rest of the whole things, you be jack of one. You know everything out. But then you are a master of one. So thank you so much for making this video and the topic of your day. We are closing up this video and I am going to see you in another video that I'm going to record right now. Is going to be 5 introvert entrepreneur secrets. Thank you so much. See you there.